If you like Turkish böreks, but you don't want to have it all messy and all the filling flying all around, it's not flying, but you know what I mean, this will be your absolute favorite. Here we go.
For those roast börek, you'll need some phyllo pastry that you should cut or just tear into triangles.
And what's börek without a filling? So this is a non-traditional one. I roasted some onions together with some chicken, pieces of chicken, and to make it all stick together better, I grated potatoes, and these are raw potatoes. Put them in here and added like mushrooms. These are raw too because this will be going into the oven, and no use baking them twice. With chicken I just don't want to risk it, and yeah, that's basically it. But you can do any other filling you like, kid you not. Put that aside, and now to our second thing. The second most important thing here is, yeah, water. Some kind of moisture. So you can use water if you want more crunchy böreks, or you can use milk for more softer, silkier ones. And you add oil. You can use olive oil, I'm just using regular oil. And you might think, why the hell is she even mixing this? It will be separated anyways, but it's just easier to have them all together, and I just try to mix it up a bit. And while spreading, I just try to have as much water as I have oil. Give that a good stir. I mean, it's kind of mixed. It doesn't need to be perfect. And now on to the thing. And the thing is this.
You spread about 2 tablespoons of our water and oil mixture and just spread it all around. Just use less if your phyllo is smaller, or more if it's bigger, obviously. Then just spread some of your filling along the wider end and roll it up carefully. I always tear the first one I make because I want to make it too tight.
Because I'm an idiot.
Roll them into this rose-like shape, but tuck the end underneath it so it just stays put. I like some decent color and I want to add some stuff onto my böreks, so I like to spread some eggs onto them. You don't need to, of course, but it does make a difference. Then I sprinkle some cumin seeds and sesame seeds over them.
So you can use different kind of seeds to mark your different böreks. I mean the fillings, because we usually used to make not enough filling, and we still had phyllo left, and why just waste it, because we can still fill up the whole baking tin. So we would make feta cheese with some parsley, fill that up, put it onto the plate, the tin, and then we would mark those differently. For example, the cheese ones would get cumin on top, while the other ones get like cumin and sesame, or just sesame. The thing is, you need to do this because once they are baked, you usually don't see the difference, especially with the roast böreks, that's what I'm calling it, I'm Turkish. The roast böreks, you just don't see it because there are so many layers of phyllo over it. There's just no other way, so marking them helps.
As a final touch, you can put tiny pieces of butter for the extra punch of flavor. Of course you can skip it, but let's face it, the butterier the börek, the better it tastes. Then bake these yummies at 175 degrees Celsius for about 40 to 50 minutes until you get a nice golden color.
Once they have cooled off, you can dig in. Or serve it, or whatever. Or even you can just let them cool off and put it into the freezer or fridge and just warm it up in the toaster if you like. But what I'm saying is, you are able to do this because they're this tiny portion, and you can just serve it perfectly without strewing all the filling around. And you usually can put in more filling than with the casserole version of it that you usually know or that you usually see. Especially if you want to do a minced meat version and you don't put anything else that could bind them together, it's just all over the place. I mean, you will have phyllo, you will have the meat, but not really together. Like this, the meat is rolled up in this perfect dish, if you ask me. I hope you've enjoyed this week's video. If that's the case, please drop a like down there and tell us which is your favorite filling for a börek. Or even, have you even eaten a börek to have a favorite filling? I can only thank you for watching till the end and hope that you will visit us next week. And in case you don't want to miss our next video that comes out every Friday, you might want to subscribe. I hope you have a delicious weekend and see you next Friday.